So see, permutation combination, there are two things, combination and permutation will do. So as you can see, in combination we have a selection, like whenever we are selecting something, that's going to be combination. But when we are selection and there is a sequence, that's going to be permutation. Okay, so for example, that thing I told you, like if I want to select 5 people out of 11 for penalty shootout, so it's going to be how much? It's going to be 11c5, right? Okay, and out of 5, if 5 needs to be selected and they have to be arranged, like who will go first, then second, then third, then fourth, fifth, that's going to be 11p5. Okay, that's what I have given. Out of 11, 5 needs to be selected and arranged, so it's going to be 11p5. Now see, the formula which I would recommend, which works everywhere, even when it comes to n minus 1 type of problems. So we will go 5 steps down. So 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 upon 5 steps up, which is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. 11p5, just go down. 11, 10, 9 and 8 and 7. That's it. This is going to be 11p5. This is important when we come across those type of problems. Remember, कुछ तो भी था ना वो, out of n 5 needs to be selected, and that is equal to out of n 3 needs to be selected 5 times, whatever that thing. So those kind of, I'll tell that problem. Sorry. General formula is n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial, and here n factorial upon n minus r factorial. Remember, permutation will always be greater than combination. And this is the most important part. There is nothing else in permutation combination, that whenever there is an AND condition, it's a compulsory condition, so we will multiply. Whenever we have an optional condition, then we are going to add. Okay? And most important part, if they ask you questions of 3-4 marks, then there will be 100%, there will be cases which you need to form. Okay, that's all you have in permutation and combination, nothing more. Okay? Whenever they will ask you of 3-4 marks, remember that you will always have multiple cases. Okay. Now see, what kind of questions they may ask you, we'll see that.
Oh, I'm not gonna get my calculator. I don't know.
Area, rest of the people camera quickly, including Sia. Bhumika, even you. अच्छा सिया भी ज्वाइन किया.
Because I joined, I just rejoined for the messages.
Keep your camera on. Okay, let's quickly revise this thing, the combined file work. Achha, this time I have prepared the mark scheme as well, so you don't need to worry about it. So the moment you will give the test, we'll discuss the mark scheme at 11 o'clock.
So is this the test? Is this the test?
No, this is not the test. This is just apna wait, combined files. We'll just take variety of problems that they are going to ask. Keep your camera on, everyone.
This is the 17 to 20 wala. I solved all this yesterday.
All these you have solved?
Yeah, I have one doubt because of it.
Acha. Good that you have solved everything. That's good. Actually, see, the questions which I'm going to give you on Tuesday, whatever this 1 hour thing, if you are done with 17 to 20, then you are done with most of your work. Okay? This is the main document which you have to do. Acha, yeah, 21 ka only one question is there, which I have told you, which already came in your mocks as well, right? Just a second. Okay, now see. So what kind of questions they will ask? Acha, you guys know this thing, a 5-digit number is to be formed 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I have given this question as a in the assignment as well, I mean, which you need to do it. Each digit can only be used once in any 5-digit number. Find the number of different 5-digit number that can be formed. No restriction. Divisible by 5, greater than 60,000. The number is greater than 60,000 and even. Now this is something which is important. 3 marks, as I told you, whenever it's 3 marks, then you will have cases. So when we are looking for a number greater than 60,000 and even, so you need to figure it out whether, if it is greater than 60,000, then they should start with 6, 8 or 9. So we'll form two cases. This is where everybody gets confused. Now see, I'll tell you 2 3 techniques to do this thing, two techniques to be precise. Now see, we want a number greater than 60,000. Okay, so it must start with 6, 8 or 9, and even, so it should end with 2, 6 and 8. Okay, so there are a couple of conditions which we are making out of it. Let's see, I want a number greater than 60,000. So if it starts with 6 or 8, okay, if it starts with 6 or 8, okay, so that means what, it is starting with an even number, right? So how many digit? 5-digit number. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. So it should starts with 6 and 8. So if it starts with 6 and 8, so there are how many possibilities which we are left with? So there will be only one possibility we are left with. Do you agree? So if it starts with 6, it has to end with 8, or if it starts with 8, it should end with 6. Did you get it, everyone? This is going to be the case 1, right? So here we have 2p1, here we have 1p1, and in between how many digits are there? 1 2 3 3 4 5 6 7. 7 are there, so 2 are used. So here it's going to be 5p3. Did you get it, everyone? And since it's a compulsory condition, we're going to multiply. Everyone, did you get it? Hey yaar, keep your camera on so that I understand also that you are getting it or not. Bhumika, Ayush, Dylan, Sia and Spriha. Camera. So everyone, did you get this thing or not? 6 8 p1. Sia, did you get it? You were not there only.
Yes, I was reconnecting.
See, we are doing this question. 5-digit number is to be formed from 1 2 3 4 whatever this thing. The number should be greater than 60,000. See, whenever it's a 3-marker question or 4-marker question, we'll have to form cases. Okay? So the thing is, if I want a number greater than 60,000, then it should start with 6 8 or 9. Okay? And it should end with 2 6 or 8. That's the procedure. Now the thing is, if it starts with 6 8, that is basically it is starting from even number, then at the end we'll have just one option. So that's going to be one case, 1p1 at last and 2p1 at the first. In between 5 numbers are remaining, so 5p3. Make sense?
Yes.
Now case 2 would be what? If it starts with 9. So if it starts with 9, 1 2 3, so at last we'll have how many even numbers? Hey, one second,
2.
2 3 na 2 6 8. Oh,
Right. Yeah.
acha 2 also was there. Sorry, my bad. Here we have 2p1 then choices. I thought there is only 6 and 8 even numbers, so there is 2 also. So if I use one of the even numbers at first, then we will have 2 left. So out of those 2, we need to select one. So it's going to be 2p1. Here, if I start with 9, then we'll have 3 options. So it's going to be 3p1. Rest of the numbers as it is, 5p3. Now the thing is, these are optional cases, right? Either case 1 or case 2. So we are going to add in between. So my final formula would be 2p1 into 5p3 into 2p1 plus 1p1 into 5p3 into 3p1. That's gonna be my answer. Okay. Worst case, if you are not able to find the cases with even or whatever, so maybe what you can do, you can start with this condition. The number is starting with 6, the number is starting with 8, the number is starting with 9. I won't recommend, but still, if you're not fine with it, then definitely you can do it. So if the number is starting with, there are 3 even numbers. Okay? So if the number is starting with 6, then 1, 2, 3, and fifth digit, there are only 2 even left, so it's going to be 2p1. The number is starting with 8, so again 2p1. The number is starting with 9, then again 3p1. Here of course 5p3, 5p3, and 5p3. So here we are forming 3 cases, 1p1, 1p1, or 1p1, or you can write 1 as well. Did you get it what I'm trying to tell you? So instead of making 2 cases, you can make 3 cases as well if you are not comfortable with making 2 cases. Okay. So this is one type of question which so this is what they have given. NC3 is equals to 6 times NC2. So now see, the thing is, NC3 can also be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 upon 1 into 2 into 3, right? Right? 1 into 2 into 3. This is nothing but 6 times NC2 can also be written as n into n minus 1 upon 1 into 2. Right? So instead of doing n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial and so on, you can do this way as well. It would be just easier. So 1 into 2 cancel, this gets cancelled, n minus 1 cancel, this gets cancelled. So we'll get n minus 2 is equal to 6. N is equals to 8. Oh, one second. I forgot this 3. क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? 1 3 is equal to 6, right? Yeah, this makes sense. So basically n minus 2 is equals to 18 and n is equals to 20. I'm getting omega.
So I have a doubt. So I started from like the whole n factorial by n minus r factorial. So I like that. If we do like that, can we still get the answer?
You should give the same. But it's gonna be the same thing only, no? Just a second. So even if you do that way, so n factorial upon n minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial, right, is equals to 6 times n factorial upon n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial, right?
Yeah, then you can cancel 2 and 3.
Now n factorial is nothing but n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 factorial, right, upon n minus sorry, 3 factorial into 3 factorial. Now this you can cancel definitely. This is going to be 6 into n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial upon n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So again this and this gets cancelled, so at the end of the day,
yes, I got it,
right, you get the same thing. This is the same thing you get directly.